So we're going to start by setting up the emitter for fire. So I'm going to create a grid like say 2.2 and 1.5. Okay, I'm gonna just add a couple of faces, just select randomly, really, a couple of them. What I want to do now is just let me just change the viewport quickly. Yeah. Okay, I just want to select a couple of them and delete them because I don't want to have a regular meter. I just want to have some gaps in there because it's gonna change the look and the behavior of my fluids. Okay, just gives it a more interesting result. Okay, there we go. So that will already help to kind of change the look of it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put there null. And I'm going to put this, call this like fire source. Fire source 1. Then I'm gonna create now a fluid source. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna call this one fuel because it's gonna be for fire. We're gonna have fire in here. Okay, so this is gonna be fuel, and I'm gonna lower the scale straight to 0.35, and I'm gonna add a second one called temperature, and again this one I'm going to lower it as well to 0.45. So division size I'm going to lower it to 0.03, and I'm just going to change now to smooth shading. Okay, what I'm going to do there, I'm going to change a few things. I'm going to first go to noise, turn it on. Okay, I'm gonna go turbulence influence and put it at 2. Then cell influence, I'm gonna go like around 0.5 ish. Pulse duration, I'm gonna make it smaller. It's 0.68. Then I'm gonna leave this at 1. Offset, that might be a bit much. Yeah, 52. That's element size 0.25. Okay. Then here we're going to turn off adaptive cells, make it a bit bigger. The split distance to 0.35. Minimum distance 0.35. And cell size 0.12. Okay, to get some more details in there. And I think I'm gonna leave this like this. So I'm not gonna change anything here. Container settings, I'm gonna switch it to source fuel. Okay, so now here I'm gonna go just make it light blue. I'm gonna copy paste my fluid source, and I'm just gonna change here a couple of settings. So I'm gonna go to my nose, just make sure everything is alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna change a little bit the pulse duration to have some variations in there. Then I'm gonna leave all this the same. Okay, so the reason I did that is it's now we're gonna use those two to emit, but they're both gonna be a little bit different. Okay, so I'm actually just going to change my offset. Okay, so it's slightly different one to the other, and I'm gonna add here volume up. To the first one, and I'm going to go here, and I'm gonna use a bind and the bind export. The first one is gonna be fuel. I'm gonna multiply this promote, then I'm gonna right click on it and expose, and this one I'm just gonna call it multi and multiplier. And now I'm just gonna copy paste those three nodes, sorry, and select my two binds down here and put temperature. Okay, so now I'm gonna multiply the fuel and the temperature, and I'm gonna change the value here and set to 0.9. Just to make it a little bit lower. Okay, so we really have some differences in both sides. And again, why I'm not doing it here, so I'm just doing it to both fields together, otherwise I would have to go in here and change them separately, so this just makes it easier for me. And now I'm just gonna put two extra nulls here, and I'm gonna make them black. This is gonna be out fuel let's how am I going to call this one? Source outsource 1 fuel 1 and then 2. So it's my first source, okay, because we're going to have multiple sources for each simulation, and then just at the end which one it is. Okay, so 1 and 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to go bring this into DOPS, set up in DOPS, and once we've set that up in DOPS, we're going to go to the next one. Okay.